All right, ladies, let's get down to business. Why don't we? So, I'm waking up earlier now, slightly earlier. I got my sleep schedule to the point where it was just horrific. And I've also changed my diet, okay? Every single morning, my first meal for breakfast, I have sushi. Sushi, okay? I have uramaki chicken sushi. 2 servings, absolutely delicious. About 425 calories a piece, 850 calories, alongside the customary white monster, the nectar of the gods. Oh, that's beautiful. This is the greatest invention in human history. This has done more for humanity than the light bulb, than Thomas Edison. Delicious. So my first meal every day now is sushi. It's not cheap, okay? This cost, as you can see here, 28 quid. 28 quid. So yeah, nearly 30 quid. 30 quid for breakfast every morning is not cheap. But this is my job, boys. I'm a professional natty bodybuilder. I'm a pro natty bodybuilder. This is my job. It's an investment into my health. Food is more important to me than paying the mortgage, than paying the rent. This is what gets me to that next level. And I love sushi. It's delicious. It tastes good. There's a reason you never see fat Asian people, okay? You never see fat Asian people. You go to South Korea, you go to Japan, you go to China. All these countries are full of people in great shape because they spam sushi. And sushi has very good macros. It's very hard to overeat sushi. It's just rice. It's protein wrapped in rice, essentially. Very, very good macros. It's a great bodybuilding food. Tastes delicious. And also, when you get deeper and deeper into a bulk, now that I'm getting into month 4 of the bulk, it's getting harder and harder to eat. My appetite's down. So in order to keep pushing the food, I've got to eat food I like. I've got to eat food I enjoy. In order to make sure I can get the food down, I've got to eat food that's appetizing. At the beginning of the bulk, I could eat anything because I was that hungry. Now that I've lost my hunger, I want to eat food I enjoy. It makes it a lot easier to get the food down and force feed when I'm not hungry. So absolutely delicious, good macros. It is very expensive, £30, but I've got to the point where I can afford this. And again, it's an investment. I'm a pro bodybuilder. Food is what my job is, to eat. I'm a professional eater. This is my job. White monster as well. And guys, on the bright side, I'm only having 1 white monster per day. I'm no longer having 2 monsters and pre-workout. My max caffeine intake per day, my entire caffeine intake per day is 150 milligrams. That's it. Just the 1 white monster. That is the entirety of my caffeine intake. I'm not having 2 monsters and pre like I had before. Literally just 1 white monster. That's it. So I've lowered the caffeine intake as well, which means I'm even healthier. I'm looking after myself, not going nuts with the caffeine. But yeah, going to chuck this down, boys. I'll probably have another meal before I train as well. And then I'm going to head off to the gym for pull day at Muscle Works. Let's get down to business, why don't we, Chaz? Before we do that though, gentlemen, join the Natty Republic. You'll have full access to all of my nutrition and training programs in there. If you want to get in the greatest natural shape of your life, bulking, cutting, whatever you're doing, join the Natty Republic. We're doing a big yearly discount. Only $47 for the whole year. So much value in there. Click the link in the description, join the Natty Republic now. And if you want to go an even further step than just being in the Natty Republic and you actually want full-on premium one-to-one coaching, go to my Instagram link in the description and DM me the word cartel. Natty Republic merch is coming soon, chaps. I promise. All right, boys. Let's finish this. Let's finish this off. Look at this. Delicious. Absolutely delicious. Oh, sweet baby mama. And I'm a pro with the chopsticks. All right, boys, starting today's session with seal row. Tough movement, very humbling exercise. Very humbling movement, tough, difficult, but an absolute beauty of a piece. Got 7 reps there, one partial. Yeah, in here, putting work in, tired. Didn't sleep too well last night, but I'm moving my schedule back a little bit, so I'm waking up a bit earlier because I want to really get in a good routine. So I'm losing a little bit of sleep, but it is what it is. Once I get in that good routine, I'm going to stay in it. But yeah, seal row, starting with a heavy top set, a little bit dirty. Not the greatest range of motion in all of those reps, but still putting in work. I'm building thickness in the back. Very hard movement to cheat. All right, gentlemen, I'm moving through this session at record pace, Ooh. This is a bodybuilding pull day. Taking 2-minute rest time, being really strict with my rest time, and trying to get through this session quick, fast, bodybuilding style. Just pure hypertrophy. This is the quickest I've ever moved through a session. All right, next exercise, we're doing this leverage row from a low to high angle, really nice. Great for the lats, neutral grip. Different to the seal row, which is more pronated grip, so it's hitting a slightly different part of the back. More of kind of like the lower lat insert, more of kind of the mid to lower upper lat. Let's go. Second set, back off. Let's attack this. Just speed today, pure speed. Volume. Speed is truly the aim of the game today. Efficiency, maximizing efficiency, learning to train like a bodybuilder. Short rest time. Not going too quick to the point where you're not recovered from your session, but at the same time not going too slow. You know, being in the gym for 5 hours, I'm the king of that. I'm the king of being in the gym for 4 or 5 hours. It's ineffective. And also I'm trying to run a business here, so if I'm in the gym for 5 hours, I can't be at home trying to work as well. So something I'm still gradually learning, and listen, I'm still gonna have the odd 5-hour session every now and then, but I'm learning to really just go through my sessions at speed now. We're doing a pin-loaded live fitness pull-down. This is actually a really nice pull-down. Can really feel it in the lats. Can really feel width being built in the lats as I pull down on this machine. Quality piece, great mind to muscle on it. Right, this is my final set here. Let's go. Last set. This is the beauty of the machine, live fitness. Lovely pull down. Let's have it. What a piece. Nice piece. Normally not a fan of pin-loaded machines. This is an absolute beauty. You go through. No worries, bro. Absolute beauty. Normally not a fan of pin-loaded pieces, but this is an absolute quality piece. Really like it. All right, doing my favorite exercise now. My favorite back movement. A science-based unilateral iso row. I'm loving this, boys. And it's the reason I'm making huge leaps and bounds back-wise this off-season, this bulk. because I'm doing a lot of this exercise. Unilateral iso work, really working the details of those lats, squeezing, focusing on isolation. Really, really good movement. A proper science-based movement that I never thought I'd be a fan of, but I'm learning to love this baby. I'm really learning to love this. Can really feel that sculpting the back. What an absolute beauty. First 4 exercises, 50 minutes. First 4 exercises, 50 minutes. This is unprecedented in my training career. To do 4 exercises in 50 minutes. Normally 1 exercise takes me 50 minutes, so I'm a changed man, I guess. First 4 exercises, 50 minutes. And I also think what's helping is my cardiovascular endurance is back, because being sick for like a good 2-3 weeks, breathing, I think I was slightly asthmatic. I couldn't breathe. Struggling to breathe, my airways were blocked. My nose was blocked. Now that I can breathe again, it's a lot easier to go through the session at pace. So crazy, first 4 exercise, 50 minutes. Now on to reverse pec deck, let's go. Rear delts, working those rear delts. I have this rule when I'm training that I can only use headphones on 1 or 2 exercises to punish myself, because if you're relying on headphones on every single exercise, then you're not really self-motivated, are you? You're not really disciplined, because you're requiring on this dopamine rush to get through every set. So some people can't train without headphones. It's that David Goggins mentality of going out for a 100-mile run with no headphones. So I don't use headphones on every single exercise. Like this training session, I only allowed myself to use headphones on this last exercise, that's it. Because otherwise, you're getting this fake dopamine rush and it doesn't require as much discipline. I like the challenge of being able to just train hard with no outside noise, just you and your own thoughts. That's it, you and your own thoughts. The only thing motivating you is you, not headphones, not some song. It's just you and you, that's it. You and your soul. When there's nothing in your ear, can you still show up and put that work in? So, not on every exercise, just a couple. 1 or 2 per session, that's it. Otherwise I get too reliant on this kind of fake source of motivation, this fake dopamine rush. And then if you forget your headphones, like some people literally, they need music to train. Shouldn't rely on music to train. All right boys, final exercise, this is my last set. I've done 3 sets already, my last set, my 4th and final set. I'm kind of pyramiding up in weight, doing the opposite to reverse pyramid, doing ascending sets. So did 2 higher rep lighter sets, so now I'm going into 2 heavier, now I'm doing 2 heavier lower rep sets. This is my last lower rep set. Using the pre-made easy bars. I don't typically use the pre-made easy bars, normally I use the self-loaded free weight easy bar. I actually quite like these. Got to make more use of them. Mike O'Hearn uses these all the time, so I've got to make more use of them. All right, let's go. No headphones on this set. This set, no headphones. Oh, quickest session I've ever done, boys. An hour, 30 minutes, in and out. That's madness. That's the session, boys. That's the way it should be. Particularly on these bodybuilding pull days. Like if I'm doing a heavy deadlift to start a session, I understand it'll take time. You need a lot of rest between each set. But when I'm just doing bodybuilding movements, really a session should last no longer than 90 minutes, an hour and a half, at an absolute max. Nico Jalzi, the founder of the Mendes Cartel, the Natty King, the last true Natty Crusader, the one true heir to O'Hearn's Natty throne, and the president of the Natty Republic, El Presidente himself. Subscribe to this channel, follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Join the Natty Republic, link in the description. If you're interested in one-to-one coaching, go to my Instagram, DM me the word cartel, Natty Republic merch is coming soon. And as always, chaps, long live King Charles III, and God bless Sir Winston Churchill.